Oh, Lord, look, we have a waterfall. We have ourselves a beautiful waterfall there, friends. The waterfalls of Longhorn Lester. Huh. Ideas. The pond is nice and full. Looks, but guys, I don't think I should be walking around over here. Well, I don't guess I can stop them. There they go. Voodoo's gonna check it out first. Okay. Then Rita. And then Stormy. Y'all please be careful. Rita, don't go along the edge. She's just like a typical kid. She's like, look, Stormy. And then finally, the most cautious of them all, our sweet Buckies. Yeah, what I'm going to do is come get me a couple of T-posts and put them in the ground over here, and then I'll rope it off. I'll put a couple more over there and rope it off, so they will not they won't be walking through here at all. All right, so this is the plan for what's happening today on our pond. Vickery Dirt is here. What they've done is they've come by with their mini excavator and they cleaned everything out over here. They brought in some clay. They've packed some clay down. He's kind of spreading everything out, making it nice and smooth. And then they put this here down, some kind of a, it's like a, I don't know what you would call that. What's this stuff here called, bud? It's like a tarp. It's like a tarp material, but what's going to happen is they're going to pack rock, this big old bull rock, on top of this over here. So now whenever it rains enough and water begins to come over the top of the spillway here, and it begins to hit this rock, if the water filters down to that rock, it's going to hit that tarp and slide right on down. It's not going to affect the clay down below it. So it's like a protective layer to keep all the clay intact. And that clay is what you need to be packed in there so as your spill it and collapse again. Okay, friends, well, Vickery Dirt has came and they've conquered. They have come and they've done the impossible. And we're very blessed to have them in our lives. Looky here. So the dump truck was able to back up all the way over to here and dump the clay. They packed it all in, and then they put that plastic over the top of the clay and then rock on top of the plastic. And we are now back in operation. We are back in operation. Everything looks wonderful. And I do believe that this is going to work, y'all. I know. Let's walk around. We can actually drive around. Let's drive around and not have to walk down a very steep and rocky terrain. We'll just drive over. You guys hold on a second or so, and let's see how this goes. So as you can see from this vantage point, everything looks to be, now of course the rock color is a little bit different for now because it still has the clay mixture on it. Over the course of time, as we get more rains, then all of that will absolutely blend in. What we'll also try to do is come by with some kind of vegetation to get it to grow up through here. We want stuff to grow into all of this to help keep it anchored into the ground. Now you all can see what I see. The pond is still leaking. All of that, my friends, that you see, the running water right there, it's not a lot, it's a trickle. But that trickle of running water is still coming out of our pond. So as of now, we still do not have a way to have our pond sealed off. I don't know how. Guys, I don't know how water can find its way through all of that, but that just tells you the power of Mother Nature and how amazing she is to take water out of that pond and go through at least 12 to 15 foot of solid rock, clay, and can still find herself out on the other end of all of that and forms a trickle, which is very slowly just emptying our pond, which means we have to keep it going. We're going to drive right down there, y'all. We're going to go ahead and take my Ranger and drive right on across there. I think we can without having any issues. The horses are over here. They're fine. But listen, I want to thank Vickery Those guys are amazing. That might have been one of the biggest blessings of this year, is to run across a dirt company. Now, of course, they do propane. They do all kinds of stuff over there at Vickery. But Brandy, who's the owner, is just a stand-up guy. He and I are becoming friends. I know that DC, the driver, is just a hell of a guy as well. And then the other fellows that I met today are just good, down-to-earth people, a wonderful company, and we are very blessed to have made their acquaintance. I will also say something else, and this is personal, and this is business, and I probably might embarrass Brandy if I say this, but he actually cut me a deal on this because he called me a good customer. He called me a good, loyal customer. And that means a lot when you can find that kind of business relationship. Brandy also sent me a ton. I wasn't here. I was with my boss. She and I and her husband went to the other property to visit. And so I wasn't able to be here the whole time. And so Mr. Brandy Vickery, on his own, took video to send to me so I could use it when I make my video of the project. What does that tell you right there? I'm just blessed, just so darn blessed. Thank you guys for everything. And if y'all have a chance, please give Vickery a nice shout out. And the way that we do that is helping our local small businesses is by those Google reviews. A Google review can do more for a small business than what you ever realized. And so we will certainly do that. And I would ask you guys, if you have a minute or two, to give them a review, a positive Google review. Just letting them know how much Longhorn Lester's and I'm a Survivor and J&L, Lester and Jamie, how much we appreciate them and we value them and hope for a very long-lasting, continued relationship. So, quality work here, friends. Quality work that did not cost us an arm and a leg.
Let your troubles fester. Come watch Longhorn Lester.
Yeah, something like that.